Welcome to my survival let's play for No Man's Sky, and here we are guys, we're up on the space station. Now in this part I want to do two things. The first one is I want to make some progress on the in-game tutorial. It says there, awakenings, encoded signal received, coordinate log, reach the signal. We're going to go check that out. And the other thing I will be looking at later on is a request from Evalon about manufacturing nanites in the refiner. And I know he asked on my permadeath series, but strangely enough the opportunity to show part of that actually came up on this video. That's due to the fact that I spent a little bit of time going out and about, and I've actually got 600,000 credits, 617 nanites. And what I want to do first though is actually show you this, because I've seen this change here, in the sense with this guy here, the multi-tool dispenser that was in the wall, which I wasn't able to click on, has been turned round. I don't know if this is a product of the 1.57 update that came out a couple of days ago, but I can now actually click this and I've got an 8-slot multi-tool for 260,000. Very tempted guys, because it gives me a mining laser there. I mean, I've got the bolt caster, so what have I got missing? Terrain manipulator, but I could put the terrain manipulator in there and then get a couple of upgrades. I don't think this is going to let me. I mean, if I do that, if I dismantle any of this, it changed the price. I can't dismantle that. Right, let's see if that's actually going to change the price. I mean, I would like to get up to... No, it's still the same price. Okay. I think I'm going to go for this, because this is a B class. It gives me a boost from mining and scanning. Yeah, I think that's going to be some money well spent. But of course it means that I've now got to put in my... There. I need dihydrogenated jelly. I think I can actually buy that if I can find the trading station in here. I think this is going to be probably the best option I'm going to have for a little while. And I think getting a better multi-tool is probably going to be quite... No, okay. Okay, we're going to have to fix that. I might have actually messed myself up here by actually getting rid of my terrain tool. Never mind. We'll be okay guys, don't worry about it. And I think now I've got a multi-tool where I can actually install something. Let's see. Actually, pulse splitter. I mean, I'd love the advanced mining beam, but I mean, that would be combat scope, waveform, personal. I think I'm going to pick that up, because that could be quite useful. I mean, I could go and look at any of these, but I'm still holding off on the hope that I'm going to actually get a starship. And the other thing I've also found is, if I come in here guys, whilst I was out exploring, I actually got this module. I picked it up from damaged machinery, and I think we're going to install that. I'm going to put that here, simply because what I want is the proximity bonus to this. Yeah, so that was a bit of free tech I picked up from damaged machinery. I think that's it. I wonder if I can get some dihydrogenated, or whatever it's called, or from these guys. I mean, do I need? Forgotten already. I need some technology modules and some dihydrogenated jelly. I mean, I can collect the stuff on the ground actually. Buy. There's a technology module there. We can buy that. And the other thing I want to have a quick look at. Nope, he doesn't have it. And I think I'm going to install that there. the personal force field installed, and I just need to get the dihydrogen just to go and harvest that, I think, rather than manufacture it. I think that's all I can do up here. So what we're going to do now, guys, is get down and we're going to follow the path of the in-game tutorial, which is go and locate that signal. And I think it's going to be a little bit of a jump, so we're going to have to be a little bit careful here, guys, because we're going to need to get around the space station. There it is there. This is the planet that I flew to actually build my first base. Right, guys, so here we are. We're going to come in here. So here's this is a crash freighter again. We're going to come in here, and it says possible distress signal. So I'm just going to come and land on here. Jump out, and we're just going to go and talk to him what he should do now. I can't remember what he's going to offer us now. I think it's the warp drive template. I think signals led me to a wreck of a freighter, colossal fragments of metal scattered across the landscape. Were these messages nothing but a misfiring of circuits of a long forgotten ruin? Nestled among the debris we find the pilot's log blinking, awaiting request log. Instead of displaying the ship's log, the terminal spits out a strange sequence of numbers, the following by a short message. The anomaly comes from the stars, take flight. The schematic for hyperdrive is attached to the end of the message. So this actually gives us the hyperdrive blueprint. And you can see new technology. And that effectively says go back to the station, and we could be able to put the hyperdrive in, and where we need 5 microprocessors. I've already got 2, which I picked up on my travels as well. Yeah, thank you, game. What I do want to do is check the technology. I don't think we're going to be able to. Oh, I won't be able to do it because I haven't got a terrain manipulator. Now we're going to spend a little bit of time on this planet, because what I do need is some fungal mold, and that's probably too far away. I think we can come up here, and I've got my fully nicely charged. Also, of course, I need some dihydrogenated jelly. Look at that. It's nice to have something that's actually going to go a bit faster. It reminds. It's carbon. We're going to scan this. That's ammonium. Of course, in the true spirit of the game, it's going to take me a long time to actually find what I'm looking for, guys. We may have to take off and land. There's sentinels. Right, so we may have to abandon this. Let's get back into the ship. I don't think we'll get any regeneration under here. Oh, so we'll. And I think we'll just get into the ship and take off and go and look. I mean, I could go to my base because that's on another freighter. Yes, thank you. Yeah, I think we're just gonna take off right across the surface. Right, guys, and what I'm going to be doing, I'm looking for is fungal mold, because Avalon has asked me to check out the nanite production, and that's what I want to do next. But to do that, I need to find some fungal mold, and I'm sure this planet actually has got it. There's an ancient ruin over there. Wow, there's another freighter here. Cool. The whole planet is full of crash freighters. Okay, we'll just check this out then. This one any better? I need the dihydrogenated. things. Ah, there's some hydrogen up that way. Wow. Okay. Around the back of there. So, and I've got plenty of sodium, so it's not like I need to kind of scramble around. There's sentinels hanging out this over there. Okay, we're just gonna some distance shooting. I certainly want the terrain manipulator back. I've forgotten how to make it. How embarrassing. I'm just going to plant it here. Yeah, there we are. Just drop something in here. Whoops. And I think it was Snafu who passed a comment saying about the fact that you can put this almost anywhere. And I think that also implies to building a base, because you seem to be able to build a base anywhere as well, which is quite strange, guys. I'm just going to let this build up a bit while that's actually going. Let's have a look around here. Over there, got copper. Got a buried technology module over there. I certainly would like to go and check that out. Now, strangely enough, my actual radar has now actually developed some range. Oh, well, it says there's some hydrogen up over there. Dihydrogen around here. So, I mean, in some ways this works out quite well, guys, because I do want to find some fungal mold. That's ammonium, thank you. Let's get out here. Carbon. Some this is unidentified crystals. That's actually concentrated carbon. It's some, and we're just gonna have to top this up. Oh, we got a milestone. I'm a hiker. I've walked 30,000 k. Okay, thank you. Grab that. Like this. I keep analysing these plants because in here, that fungal mold, that's exactly what I'm looking for, guys. That's what I'm after. Grab this. Any more around here? Sorry, we're going to stay here for a little while, guys. Find a little bit more. We've got 12 fungal mold. Okay. Maybe we can do it with 12. Yep, it's not a problem. Which we got 37. Probably could do with some more dihydrogen if I can find it. So there's a bit over this way. Just gonna have to top this up. As I say, I've got plenty. Let's just use the sodium nitrate. It pays to actually carry sodium and the ability to make sodium nitrate, because some of the damaged machinery actually needs sodium nitrate. So I'll just pick up this here. I'm just going to grab this. Yeah, I think we've got to get more than enough for what I want from here. This will also help with refueling the ship, although I've got plenty of... Right, if I come back this way, I might be able to get a little bit more fungal mould. That looks like that's a... Yeah, there's a fungal mould plant there. Just going to grab that. Running low on actual cut fuel. The multi-tool. There's another one there. I'm just going to grab this. Across here. Some sodium there, might as well grab that. Might as well, you see it, grab it. And of course, now I'm not looking for it, it's everywhere. Should be able to get up this here. Yeah, we've got to buy some microprocessors. Have to recharge, never mind. Got plenty of... Hey! That's not sporting game. Yeah, occasionally you do get these almost random dots. I really like these shadows. It's almost like worth walking around in first person just to see the shadows. Right. Interesting. You can't add to it. Okay. That should actually work now. Let's jump into... Well, I need to recharge the oxygen. I want to use this life support one up because I've been trying to work out how much. So the life support gives you, say what, only 3/4 of a charge, or say half, because that wasn't completely empty. So a life support gel gives you half a charge. Okay. And talking about changes for 1.57, if we come to the Starship now, the actual launch fuel now recharges the whole of this. So what you've got to do is effectively run out before you can recharge your thrusters now. And so that actually doubles the amount of takeoffs you can actually get in survival permadeath mode, because before it was a 1-to-1 ratio. Now this recharges once and that gives you 2 takeoffs. So that's something else that's actually arrived. Let's just get in the ship. I don't want to waste any more sodium. We're just going to jump in here, guys. And I think we've got plenty of cash. We've still got that there. I'd still like to get out and get the salvage tech. Although I've got plenty of more. Actually, what I could do is go and get that salvage tech, and then we'll jump to the base and we'll open up some more tech slots before we go up to the space station. I'm just going to sit here, let this recharge, and let the refiner do his business. Going. Okay, got the one that I need, so transfer that to the exosuit, transfer that to the exosuit, and we should be able to pick this up, and we should now be able to... Yeah, thank you. So I'm going to do this, and we're just going to use the condensed carbon simply because it's been clogging up my inventory for a little while down here. And right now, before we go out and get that damaged machinery, oh, I've picked it up again, sorry guys. What's here? Right guys, now what I want to do now is actually look at manufacturing nanites. And if I come into here, if I put the fungal mold in, we get carbon. It says refiner has no fuel. Well, I think we can put that in. So if you put fungal mold in, all you get is carbon. And it doesn't actually say how much carbon you're going to get, probably because that's 1 to 2, so that says it should produce 8 carbon. But and I suppose I could do that simply because I don't have any use for fungal mold. So that's the first part of Evelon's actual question, is the fact that I haven't been able to get nanites from fungal mold, but, and it's a big but, it's an interesting but guys, see down here I've got runaway mold. Now I don't know if this can be actually manufactured, but you can actually buy this from ship traders. I actually found this by accident. I spent a lot of time looking for it in my permadeath series and didn't find any, but strangely in this series I actually found some of this. And if I actually come in here guys, I can find it. Where is it? There it is, runaway mold. Put it in here, you can see we get a 5-to-1 transfer rate between runaway mold and nanites. So if I click that, and I'm just going to jump back in the ship because that should give us some nanites. And the other formula that I have found, or I haven't found, I actually found in a video, I can't remember whose video it was now, because there's a lot of videos out there if you guys are really interested, is the fact that you can manufacture nanites from platinum. And I don't know what the ratio is because I can't remember it now. So there are ways to actually manufacture nanites, and I think you can manufacture platinum, if you can't find any, from a 1-to-1 ratio with gold and silver, which I could have demonstrated guys, but as you can see here, I don't have a lot of space in my inventory. And we're just going to come here, and I don't know if that actually gets added to my inventory. I presume it's been transferred automatically to up here. I didn't check the total. Maybe I should have. But I'm assuming that has worked successfully, and I've now gained another 20 nanites in my inventory. Now there is an exploit guys related to nanites that you can effectively manufacture infinite nanites. The way it actually works is that you put 3 refiners in a certain configuration after you've produced nanites, and what can actually happen is it will go on producing an infinite nanites. If you want to find that guys, just go and do a search on YouTube. I think I found a couple of videos. Personally, it's not the way I play the game. I mean, I don't mind gaming the game to a certain degree, but to me, being able to manufacture infinite nanites just takes away the essence of the game. Right guys, let's see if I can find them. That's a drop pod, that's 10 hours away. I'm sure that, what happened to that? There's the buried tech. Right, I'm just going to mark that because that's where I want to go and gather that. And of course what to do, just have a quick, I probably won't be able to open this cargo pod up. Pure ferrite, okay, yeah. I shouldn't be so pessimistic, should I guys? 58,000 units. Wow, great. Right, we've got an anti-matter. Got an antimatter housing. Okay. Obviously, there's a hazard associated with taking cargo pods away. I don't think I want to get any more because I'm running out of space. The antimatter housing is going to be very, very useful. In fact, do I have space in my ship? Yep. Because we're going to need that to manufacture a drive. Just going to jump in here. I'm going to get a full charge, and then I'm going to go out and get that buried tech. Of course, my... Oh, it didn't actually... That didn't go down that much. That's good. And I suppose I've wasted ammunition. Let's just check. Yeah. I've got 80 ammunition. So I just want to charge this up. And where's that buried tech gone? Pretty sure game keeps resetting when you get in the ship. I mean, if any of you guys experience that, when you get into the ship or go somewhere, the game clears these markers. Anyway, we're going to go out here, guys, and actually get that buried technology, and then what I'm going to do is fly to my base, and we're going to use up these buried technologies. Just we can get a little bit of carbon for luck as we pass through. Yep, I know, shouldn't be hanging around here. Right, let's just get down here. Come through here. Got a little bit of oxygen. That's ferrite dust. Get onto the train manipulator. And destination reach. Grab that. Be able to get that. Okay. Stop nagging me. Okay. That's a different red crystal from condensed carbon. That's interesting. Get through here. Right, guys, let's just get back and go away, Mr. Sentinel. Yeah, just being a nuisance. I don't want to fall down the hole because that would be very, very inconvenient. I mean, I could run, but you know, why rush when you can enjoy views like that? I mean, I must admit the graphics are a lot better now since the next update, and I actually just enjoy looking at them. And they've really put some more detail into the various components and elements of the game. Especially look at that. I mean, look at that for a view, guys. Anyway, let's just get back to what we got to do. Jump into the ship. Just check that I've picked my refiner up, because otherwise, yeah, well. And what I'm going to do now is find where my base is. I'm probably going to have to go up into space. Yeah, it says 15 minutes. I'm going to go up into space and jump on the go to our base, which is actually, strangely enough, located on another freighter. I suppose I should have actually called this planet Freighter World, actually. Okay, I've seemed to have locked onto the drop pod. Well, let's go check out the drop pod, I suppose. I've got the fuel for it. That was a bit of a fail, guys, but you never know, it might be serendipity. I might be able to actually grab this drop pod. This would be my first planetary drop pod. Landing not clear. Okay. And drop pods are drop pods. I seem to have landed in the middle of a patch. Destination reached. Yes, thank you. Let's see what this... What does this drop pod need? Well, we got that. Tip here, guys, is check what you've got. Great. We don't have a formula for antimatter. Yeah, what you want to do is check that all your ingredients on these things before you actually do it. Now I'd love to get this, but I've got no ionized cobalt, and I could go into a cave, but I've got no antimatter. So this is going to be a little bit of a bust, because I mean I'll be just wasting these resources to go into here. Okay, that's unfortunate. Bit of a pain. We might as well. We're here. Might as well get something from this. We'll grab some copper, because the advantage of getting some copper is the fact that we'll be able to make either turn a profit by turning it into chromic metal or something. And again, I'm just testing the comment that someone said that sentinels don't react to actually when you're mining using the terrain manipulator. See that the completely out of it here. I think we're just going to use it because this pure ferrite and is useful, but at the same time is I don't have the slots. Thank you. Yeah. Oh well, that's a little bit of a disappointment, guys, but I think we're going to be okay. It's the way it goes. And my ship's obviously landed right in the middle of a couple of okay. Now if you see, I've now exhausted my launch thrusters, and I come here, and if you watch now, if I use the refuel, that refuels that completely with one shot. Right, let's get back on mission, guys. And with respect to drop pods, guys, and now I know what actually we need. I need ionized cobalt and antimatter. Once we've got the ability to produce antimatter, it's probably going to be worth carrying an antimatter around so that you can actually get that next level. And here we are. Here's my base, guys. Tucked in very neatly next to this freighter with free landing or takeoff. I keep saying free landing, it's actually free takeoff. So here's the blueprint analyzer, and what I want to do is just use up all this to unlock here. House station. Else. It says I've got 17, so unlock as many of these as possible. And what seems to happen is that the more you unlock, the more that comes on. So there's almost like there's a limit to there. So you can get one more. Well, communication station. More accessible information containing leaving messages, composite transmissions and messages to other travellers. Okay. Is there two different ones? Okay. Well. And you can see now that this has opened other options. So we've got a foundation module there, straight corridor. So to be able to expand and build your base and unlock the technology, that's what you've got to do. Is you've got to keep pumping in the what was called salvage technology into here. Let's just have a quick look round. Anything of interest? Copper deposit over there. Salt deposit. That's a long way away though, 1,000 meters. Salt deposit 537. I mean, I've got 158 copper. I think before we go, this is purely to conserve space in in my inventory. I think what we're going to do is just deploy this. Interesting. Oops, no. I'm going to deploy this. Get out. Transfer. Put in. Put some. Going to turn that into chromic metal, simply because I've already got chromic metal. So, yep. I can't remember if I actually opened this up. And this actually needs magnetized ferrite and cobalt. At the one over here. I don't think I actually opened this one up. This one. Yes, obviously different freighters have different configurations. Oh, getting distracted here, guys, forgetting. And this is what I've said in the past. No Man's Sky doesn't actually give you objectives to kill you, but it gives you lots of opportunities to kill yourself. Right, it's finished. I think we don't need a full charge because I just need enough to get out here and transfer this to the exosuit, and I'm going to pick that up again. Alright. Let's check. I'm just going to jump into here and look. Oh, charge that up. And so we now got 240 chromic metal. I might as well charge that up while I'm looking at it. Plenty of oxygen. Put the ferrite dust there. We've only got one pure ferrite left, but that's not a problem. You can always do that. I've got, again, one of the problems I've noticed is that if you've got a resource in the high capacity suit and you put, say, carbon, and then you put it in the refiner, when it comes back it doesn't seem to have the intelligence to put it into the high capacity carbon thing. So oops. Right, and I think what we're going to do now, guys, is we're just going to get this back to the space station. Sorry I'm not making the progress on this as I originally planned. I was hoping to make quite a lot of steps, but I've got a bit distracted with the refining and various other bits and pieces. However, I think that is the nature of No Man's Sky, and I think some people forget that. They're so focused on making nanites, making cash, getting through exploring. They lose the essence of what No Man's Sky is actually about, which is exploring, experiencing, seeing the many elements of the game. And if you don't get down and explore and look into places, this is something that you actually lose, guys. And again, I think that because no Man's Sky is an open sandbox exploration game, you've got to set your own targets and objectives. You know, don't be expected to be just guided through every step. Go do this, go do that. I mean, you've got to decide what you want to do. You know, do you want to explore? Do you want to become a pirate? Do you want to get into all the missions? Do you want to build fantastic bases? This is very much what the essence of No Man's Sky is. Not about accumulating vast amounts of cash and rushing through all the techs and get everything really, really quickly. I think sometimes if you just cruise along and build things up as you go along, I think it's quite important to do it that way. So we're going to buy 3 microprocessors. I should have enough cash for this, because I don't think anyone's actually going to give them to me for 3. The problem is I don't really want to put the warp drive onto this ship. I'd rather see if I could get enough cash to actually kind of step up a ship, is probably the polite way of saying it. And I'm going to go here, buy 3. I want 3. That's going to cost 57,000. Okay. That will now give me the ability to probably want to put it in the technology slot. I can actually build the warp drive. I'd love to actually get a ship upgrade. I don't know if I've got enough cash. Now I have been keeping an eye on the various ships that come in here, but I doubt very much if this guy's going to be very expensive. Even though he looks small, I can almost guarantee it. And I should have scanned it. Yeah, he's 26 slots. And the other way you can do it is actually by doing this. Yeah, see, that's 5.3 million. Okay, there's a coming in here. Right, that looks like a shuttle. And there's another shuttle there. It's not the prettiest of ships. I mean, I could go down on a trading station and I might get something down there right now. And just out of curiosity, guys, I'll just see if I can find that. Viscous fluids. There we are. See here, guys, what I was saying. You can get the runaway mold and see how quickly, if you really want nanites, how you can do that. Because this stuff is pretty cheap. So if you got the cash and you get 3,540, so even on the ratio, you can really manufacture a lot of nanites incredibly quickly if you wanted to. Yeah. I'm not going to be able to afford this. I can guarantee it, guys. Yeah, 4 million. That's a bit rich for my blood. I've got a tiny little Tonka toy here. This is probably more my level. But notice, guys, that you need to talk to different traders, because the traders don't have the same inventory now. It's almost like it is there. This looks a bit more encouraging. And that's 550. I hadn't spent the money, I probably would have been able to buy this. This is a B-class shuttle. I mean, it's only got 1% damage, but it's got 20 slots. It'd give me another 5 slots. Okay. I think what I'm going to do, guys, is I know that this is around. And I think what I'm going to do, guys, is spend some time making some more cash so that I can actually upgrade my ship. I just feel that I need to get a little bit more of an upgrade on my ship so that I can get more tech in before I go, because I think just installing it on this is going to be a bit of a pointless exercise. I mean, there's no way I can make enough money to get to there quickly. I mean, I've got the 3 processors. That can probably go to Starship. Yeah, that's 58,000. I mean, I could sell the chromic metal. Actually, let's just scan him. Yeah, he's 2.28 million. He's a 24 slot, 7 tech ship. I think just for luck, guys, we're just going to check this shuttle out, and we're going to come here. Yeah, this is a 27 slot A-class. No way I can afford this. Yep, that's 4.odd million. I think this is where I'm going to wind the video up, guys, because I think I'm going to need to play it off camera, make some cash. Yeah, you're 4.5 million. Anyway, guys, this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it interesting. Feel free to add comments and suggestions. Tell me where I've gone wrong, because I know I'm going wrong in lots of different places, but I think that's all part of the game. So until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.